Hey guys, Christo Garcia, My Swing Evolution. I hope you're having an amazing day. I sure am. I am sitting down getting ready to watch the US Open and Tiger's just about to tee off. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I've had a pretty nice day so far. I started out the day, I was a guest on the Golf Smarter podcast. Yes, with my main man, Fred. That was fantastic. It's one of the oldest and biggest podcasts on the game of golf. And of course, next week is the premiere of the Hogan special, which I'm going to be in on the Golf Channel. Yeah, I'm going to be swinging as Ben Hogan, so that's great. But before I get started, I wanted to give a shout out to some of my main men. My buddy RJ's been working on his swing, and he sent me a little video, and his balance is so much better. You may remember from his earlier videos that his weight was getting pulled towards the toes. That used to happen to me a lot, so we worked on his balance. He's really coming around. My other buddy, Charles, man, what a gamer this guy is. He just won another tournament. He is a really good golfer, and we were at the MSE Intensive last summer in Tampa. So that's coming up July 6th, by the way, if you want to get registered for that one. Next weekend, I'm going to be in Pasadena at Eaton Canyon, both days, Saturday and Sunday. We got a small group of people. I'm working on a special guest, and it's going to be an amazing weekend of great golf. And okay, my buddy Eddie Bravo. Yeah, I've been training in jiu-jitsu again. I'm getting my martial arts on. Oh my gosh. But Eddie is a part of the team that coaches Tony Ferguson, and Tony had a huge win at UFC last weekend over Donald Cowboy Cerrone. Oh my gosh, what a great fight. Yeah, so congratulations to Eddie Bravo and my main man Michael Lundberg. Yeah, he won a EuroPro event over in England, and he's won a lot of pro tournaments, and he beat 156 other pros. And if you ever get a chance to come, Lundberg's going to be coming out again probably at the end of the season. And what an amazing guy. If you get a chance to come out when he's here, he is a great, great golfer. And one of the things that he talked about is what's going to lead into today's video. He said, if you go to a professional tournament and you watch the players on the driving range, you see them all hitting golf balls, but you can't tell what they're working on. Okay, so that's a really big thing to think about, because all the work that I do now, it takes place up here. It's like I'm not doing a lot of drills. My swing's pretty solid, but I'm refining it so minutely, mostly balance. That's what I'm going to be talking about in the swings that I take a look at today. But to me, there's an artistic and kind of philosophical approach that I have. I want to have control over my body. In fact, my entire life, all of my joy, comes from having control. I want to try and have control over my body so that I can execute the shot in the way that I envision it. So that's my jam. So let's get started. And if you want to hit me up for one of these intensives, you can hit me up, Christo at myswingevolution.com. Okay, guys, let's take a look at a few of these swings. I took out my new clubs to the golf course the other day. Now, what you'll see right here, these first practice swings here, I'm trying to just let the club flow. And I'm talking a lot recently about trying to swing without any inhibitions, or as Brandel Chambly says, compensations, which is kind of funky because, a bunch of our bones are connected as hinges and our bones are straight. And then we've got ball and socket joints at our hips and shoulders. So trying to get all of these things to work in a perfect circle is a little bit of a challenge. But these first practice swings, this is the first drive that I videoed this day. I'm just trying to get in a good flow and rhythm. So here, I normally can't hit a draw. I haven't hit a draw off the tee in a long time, but I can actually move this club a little bit from right to left. But on this tee shot, I'm trying to hit a draw. And I basically hit a straight ball. It was perfectly fine. But let's take a look at the swing. What my goal, my objective here is to really be in balance at the finish of this swing. And, you know, I just hit it out there dead straight. So, you know, like I said, it worked out fine. Yeah, my buddy loves the sound of that driver. So here I've got my 7-iron. I think it's 167 to this pin. I've got the PTX Pro that I'm swinging here. Now, you may notice that my alignment is a little bit, or my setup down the line looks a little bit different. I've got a little more forward bend at the waist, and this is something I've been trying to work into my golf swing recently.
Swing.
So that was a good shot. I was just underneath the hole. One thing I'll say about these new clubs, both the driver and these irons, is I love the sound of them. They just make this great sound, and the feel is really, really good as well. All right, here's another one of these holes that calls on a draw. I haven't played here for years, and I lived in those trees on the right when I used to be a push slicer. It used to be just so frustrating, but here I'm just trying to pick a line and around the corner and hopefully put a little draw spin on this drive. So that turned out to be the best drive I've ever hit on this hole, and I was really excited to take a look at it. The result was great. It's a long hole, hit driver 7-iron. I used to have driver hybrid all the time, but my address looks good. Take a look at everything. Take it nicely to the top of the backswing. A lot of flex in those legs. And then here I really drive with the legs. You can see, I think this looks pretty good, the rotation down and through the strike. My hips are open nicely, my shoulders are opening, and I blasted it out there. But I'll tell you, I was excited to look at this swing because I had such a great result from the drive. But man, this is really nitpicky, but I look like I'm kind of saving it after the strike. Maybe this is my manufactured kind of draw look where I'm like kind of really aggressively turning it over. But this is not a pretty follow through. The result was great. But what I'm trying to do in my golf swing now is not have these weird compensations, I think I felt like I was possibly going to lose it a little bit. My body does this little funky correction thing here. The perfect model for me, Mr. Hogan, he just didn't ever have to do that really. So that's one of the things I'm going to work on. But, it was a otherwise perfectly fine golf shot. So if you'd like to learn more about how I swing the golf club, go to myswingevolution.com and check out the My Swing Evolution golf system. And if you'd like to check out the best golf clubs in the world for the price, go to Ben Hogan Golf, and I've got a link in the description box below. Hit them long and hit them straight.